Hi everyone. Today we are going to get an idea of what our remote learning days are going to look like. So most of the days you're going to start off with either a pre-recorded lesson from me or a little video with me showing you how to use a certain tool that I want you to do to work with that day, and then responding to some sort of assignment, whether that be a Flipgrid prompt or one of our GeoGebra assignments, or a choice board where you can choose a variety of activities that interest you to show your mastery of skill. Today we're going to look at Tangrams. And Tangrams are just a fun way to intro into geometry. You may have worked with these before in previous classes, and if so, great, you already know what you're doing with them. If not, they're pretty easy to use. So Tangrams are, as it says here, an ancient Chinese mathematical puzzle. That's why I like them, because I like math and I like puzzles. I don't know about you, I did quite a lot of puzzles in quarantine. There are 7 pieces in Tangram puzzles: 5 triangles, 2 big right triangles, 1 medium right triangle, and 2 small right triangles, and 2 quadrilaterals, a square, and a parallelogram. And the idea is to use all 7 pieces to make different shapes. So if you look here, I'm going to click through it real quick. This shows how to make the Tangrams. You start with a square and divide it in half, then divide it into, those M's stand for midpoint. And through those different little midpoints, you can make all of the different shapes that are there. All right, you won't necessarily be responsible for making a tangram in this case, but just using them. All right, so down below, you can use the tangrams to make a whole bunch of different polygons, and they give you 12 polygons down here to choose from. I don't want you to use the square because that's the one that's already been given. So your task is going to be to use the tangrams to make at least 2 of these polygons down here, and you can choose which ones. So by clicking on the polygon name, it will bring up the outline of the polygon that you're going to try and make. And then all you need to do is click and drag on the different figures to move them into the shape. If you click on the red square, it'll let you rotate that figure around. So let's say maybe I think that's going to go right here. I can pretty quickly tell that that one's not going to go there just because I can't move this figure to fit exactly into that little spot right there. So that kind of is a good hint when you're trying to do some of these. But you want to make sure that they fit in with no overlap of the shapes and they don't hang out over the outline. So after you make successfully complete a puzzle, I want you to take a screenshot of it and then put it in a Google Doc that you're going to add to your geometry folder that you shared with me. I want you to do at least 2 puzzles and take the screenshot of both of your puzzles, your solved puzzles, and share those with me in the Google Doc. All right, so this is going to be something that's a little bit of fun, getting us in a geometry frame of mind, and also a way for me to check that I can successfully see your Google Doc submissions, okay? If you want to do more than 2 puzzles, great. You can share those with me or not. Or you can just type on your Google Doc at the end, hey, I did all the puzzles. I just didn't want to take all the screenshots and I enjoyed it. Or puzzles aren't my thing, but I finished these 2 and I feel pretty good about it. If you want to do another extension with the tangrams, down in the 3rd space, other shapes, there are pictures that you can make with the tangrams. Okay, so same thing. You can click and drag and try and make those different designs. I think this one is a little bit trickier to use just because, or trickier to do just because you have to keep on scrolling back and forth to be able to see those pictures. You can't click on them and have the outline show up like you could with the polygons. But feel free to try and make some of those different designs or create your own design with the tangrams. I'd love to see your work if you want to screenshot that and share it in your Google Doc with me as well. So have fun. Don't forget to take your screenshots and put them in the Google Docs, and I can't wait to see your work. All right.